if you look at the history of policy in the United States, a few months before a presidential election, usually they can't agree on anything. Now, that said, this is the worst recession in intensity that we've ever faced, and the only one caused by something that had nothing to do with the economy. So I think everybody sort of has their fingers crossed that they could overlook the normal political environment and actually agree on at least keeping the wolf from the door, to use the phrase of your previous correspondent. But I don't know. Maybe there's a compromise to be had to extend some unemployment benefits. Maybe if they added employer protections, but fundamentally, the U.S. economy is down, and it's down because the virus is raging out of control. The federal government did not take the steps that most of the countries in Asia and Europe took to really stifle the spread of the virus. And now we've seen a resurgence. And where there is a resurgence of the virus, as I always say, that violates the number one rule of virus economics, which is you can't do anything about economics until you control the virus. And so
Austan,
you're seeing people go back into hiding.
I agree with you. It's very worrying if you look at the case counts rising. I mean, there is some optimism in the fact that treatments are getting better and that the death rate is at least not rising at this juncture, but it is worrying nonetheless. What would you say, though, to those who say, well, the Fed's got our back? The Fed is still willing to do whatever it takes going forward. So come what may, they can prevent a worse financial crisis, something that you've been predicting.
Yeah, look, I think the Fed is doing everything that they can do, and they're dreaming up new things to do. I think the acknowledgement, in the last 24 hours that the Fed is going to extend these massive lending facilities for another several months is an acknowledgement of two things. Number one, the economy is not as good and is not recovering as rapidly as they wanted, mostly because the virus is still there. And two, the Fed, for all of its power, is almost powerless at a moment like this. And you can see Chairman Powell say, we need fiscal policy. We can't rely on monetary policy at a moment like this. And so, yes, I hope that the Fed can prevent the worst from happening, can prevent a financial crisis, let's say, a la 2008, 2009. But the prospects that the Fed could regrow the economy before there's control of the virus, I really don't see it. I just don't think the Fed has that in their power.